kind of figuring out if it's something that you wanna stock. I mean, this thing has been in a super long downtrend. I mean, I wanna say it's definitely an EP/DP sort of setup where it has this big bottom base. It's not really much of a divergence, but earnings and sales or EPS looks like it's growing, big volume stick. It's not the fastest, but it's probably one that I should watch. You know what? In fact, I'm going to Q Q3 ignition. I'm gonna create a new watch that's called 2025 Q3 ignition candles, just so that we can track these things. Because in a week it could have a high tide flag or something nice, sustained volume. I don't know. It'll give me time to look into them. I've seen this as sort of a chart theme recently. These big moves up and then like a crazy 50% retracement. Uh, Neg is one. I'm sure we'll see a few others along the way. But yeah, I mean, it's made a big move just in a few days after a crazy sell. I mean, 80% sell off. It's wild. And now it's up 80% in 7 days. It gave an entry 3 days ago. This thing looks awesome. But, can't do nothing about it. Not until after earnings. But BKTT, it triggered a PWNR through 26. I mean, it's already gone, but it's worth watching, I would think. And this thing just made such a big clean move. It's got earnings. I'm just gonna set an alert here at like this undercut and rally, like the bottom of this flag, just in case it decides to really perk up on earnings or something. We can get an alert, take a look at it. Wow. QS, another PWNR. I mean, there's just been a ton of these, and there still are a bunch of them. It's just so clean, though. I love it when they have these really clean ramps that make the left side peak. They retrace huge. There's a resurgence in demand. It's holding up. It undercuts that level again. It's already got earnings out of the way. Like earnings should have killed this thing, right? But nope, nope, nope. I mean, this is the type of thing where it's like I know it's not tight at all, but if it were to like push through 19 or something, like I could see myself taking a position in it. Just has so much momentum. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be using previous low day or anything like that. I would just use some, I don't know, let's see. Looks like, I mean, you could use like previous high or something as like your risk off. Try to buy a dip or something. I don't know. You could wait for it to flag, but it just looks like it just got earnings out of the way. It tried to die. It bounced right back up. Like that's just a telltale sign where it literally tries to die on a catalyst, on a news event. Try to lose a serious level. 15, the high of the last run that broke it out of it like a multi-year downtrend, and it just wants to go higher. So I I'm gonna put this on my actionable list. Will I be able to get full size in it? No, but I want to be a part of the momentum. So if I can find some nice little like 15-minute setup, 30-minute setup, something, I'll take it. I'll take it. Because this is the type of stock that it could just put in candles like this like 5 or 6 in a row and just run like straight to 100. Who knows? but it is strong. I mean, this is out of all the momentum speculative stocks. This is a lot of strength, a lot of strength. I mean, it's like a picture perfect chart, and it just had the MACD cross. I haven't looked into the news. I have no idea what's going on. Hopefully, there's some story that makes sense there. I'll check it out maybe tomorrow morning. Look, what do you know? Another PWNR. I gotta put these on the database because there's a ton of just awesome examples. This is just like all the other ones, just this big move from kind of nowhere. Like it FCell looks just like BKTT. This big move from nowhere. I mean, it's trading $150 million. I mean, look at this volume. It's just not going away. And then now it feels like it just put that might be highest volume ever. It's definitely high. Yeah, it's got to be. It's highest volume ever. And look at the way this stock can move. Holy shit. Yep. PWNR definitely dominant chart theme right now. I'm just gonna actually just start logging these things because I don't want to have to go back through and do it. So we'll do it while we're on stream. There's like these variants to it. This one I like the NEGG and BKTT. I've been calling them in my head like deep UNRs, like deep PWNRs, where price retraces like 50%, 60, 70%. They're parabolic bounce style UNRs. And I don't think that they should be discredited just because they've sold off so much. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still the exact same concept where you have this really big smooth ramp out of a big dormant period. I mean, it literally ran 1600%, and look how linear and clean, like just crazy. And look, it just keeps going. Actually, shit. Oh my God, way more than that. What did it actually go? My goodness, 4,000% in 100 days. Like, guys, and it like didn't even barely close below the 10. Yeah, this one is just an insane. It gave so many great opportunities, like, especially on like the 30 EMA magic, like swing scalp sort of setups, like 1 to 3 days. Like it was given 100% moves once a week. Yep, this is definitely. I see a lot of chart themes, and I've never seen this many all at once. There's some loose ones sort of materializing. I think there's just a lot of holding pattern for waiting for earnings. Big positions are in a holding pattern, uh, waiting until earnings to decide whether or not they're going to sell or hold. Um, and then nobody wants to short these things before earnings either because they just don't want to get blown out. So they're just kind of just chilling. I feel like price is just being moved around by the near term traders in a lot of these right now. Okay. This thing, I don't know. This thing doesn't act well, but it is a PWNR sort of setup. Undercutted this left side peak. It's got earnings. I'll set an alert. Cores, they're free. How'd they act since the news? They look fine. They're holding up. WGS, this is one that's just up, just way too much for me. It's up 12,000% more. I mean, it's up like, yeah, 12,500%. Give me a break. I don't care how well it sets up. I just can't buy a stock up that much. It could go, a million% from here. I don't really care. It's plenty of efficiency. BM&R is a piece of shit. Don't trade it. Hut in the same boat. It looks just like the others. I mean, it looks good. Like it looks like it's trying to set up. I wonder. Okay, so we have this Cipher. They report tomorrow. Iran reports in 4 days. Hut reports in 2 days. Oh, it'll be interesting to watch and see how they react. Victoria's Secret has made a pretty good move from lows as a fad stock. Not really interested. So Tilray is setting up as that UNR as well. There still hasn't been any any concrete announcement on cannabis reform from the White House. I mean, not that Tilray would really benefit from it anyways. They're a Canadian company. I don't know if they have control of many U.S. cannabis companies. Actually, they're more of a beer manufacturer now. I think they really pivoted to focus on that, which honestly is like kudos to management to be able to pivot and do something like that. Uh, but it's sort of set up that the same kind of left side peak, undercut and rally, same thing here. Just got to keep alerts on these things. And I would want to take MSOS one because of the margin requirement. Uh, it's just kind of thin now. Damn, it got real thin. A couple of these days, it traded a good amount of volume. Let's see, this day, 57 million shares at about $5. I mean, it's nothing insane. Yeah, I think Trump is running into some resistance regarding any major reform, but it'll definitely give a very, very strong move. So if I can catch it, I'll catch it. The ignition candle, like that first 5 minute candle will trade an insane amount of volume. So I'll be able to get a position in it if I'm right place, right time. So you just set alerts, and I don't want to clutter my needs more sideways list because I'm not stalking it per se. If I like miss it, I don't really care that much. But I'll set an alert to set one. I don't like having a ton of alerts set because in markets like this that it can kind of be like a cry wolf thing where you just have just too many alerts going off all the time and they kind of get watered down. So, what I really should be doing is using different tones. And I think I've gone over this before, but like
Breakout.
so like
Breakout.
if I were to use this tone, that means it's an actionable breakout. But if I were to use this one,
Alert.
alert just means, hey, it's an alert. And anybody can do this who has TOS. You can use like text to MP3 and just type whatever you want. I think there is, let's see, short squeeze.
Short sale.
Short sale. Yeah, this one's good too. So for this particular alert, let me reset it. I mean, this one I would buy. It all depends. Like I would literally buy it through the high volume close. So it's just got to be on news.
Breakout.
All right, cool. Ding. The problem with the T3 thing is it's gonna be a collaborative effort, and I want to do it real bad. It's just gonna take a ton of attention. I need to make sure that I have enough time to The worst thing would be if I started it and I'm not able to keep up with it on a daily basis, just from a bandwidth perspective. That's why I've been thinking of ways to make it self-sustaining, where there's their own mods within and a scoring system and whatnot. Uh, I think that's the best way. I can't be the only one enforcing it, so I just kinda gotta spend, like a morning or so putting pen to paper and thinking through it with the mods. I mean, Dr. Luca will be involved with it for sure, and he's already a mod, so and he's pretty he's real good at following the rules and staying diligent, so he'll definitely be a part of that. Um, but yeah, it's kind of coming up with one, what is the goal? Two, what are the rules? Three, what's the timeline? Four, uh, who's allowed in? Uh, Etc. I like the idea of just doing like the turtle trader thing, where we just have a rule set based on what's been preached in this server, and applicants who are chosen for it can participate in it, and it'll be sort of like a reality trading show where everybody else in the audience will be able to follow along. I'd love for there to be some sort of like reward. I mean, obviously the reward would be if you win, you just made a bunch of money. It's almost like our own little like US investing championship, like in-house. I mean, we have enough members in the server now to do stuff like that. We have almost 2,000 members. So, an in-house US investment championship, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. Um, but yeah, I mean, you're going to get me off topic a little bit. I'm going to move on here in a sec, but ultimately it's who can practice discipline the best. Whoever can practice discipline the best will win that competition. So it's really a competition of willpower, because I can give you a rule set, in a couple of paragraphs that if you follow forever, you'll, assuming AI doesn't replace this profession, you'll be able to make money for a long time, forever, if AI doesn't replace the profession. So, maybe that's a good approach. But anyways, yeah, it's just setting it up and then getting somebody or multiple people to actually enforce it. And it'd have to be pretty strict. I think like you'd be like three strikes you're out sort of thing, like rule breaking. Okay, let's keep running through this. Man, what is it? Is this the mushroom? Look at the volume the past couple of days in the shroom stock. It just kind of keeps plugging and chugging. It's a choppy POS, but it's got some good volume. It's got earnings. I don't know. I'm not interested in it. Okay. I feel like I didn't look at Dave. Dave's building a big old base, and it's got earnings. Let's just put this line here.
Breakout.
I'm gonna put you in the big base list that I got going. Dave. Throw you right here for now. Whoops. Oh crap. AVWAP. What's that? A Ron. AVWAP. Oh, you mean that most subjective of indicators? What's funny, Matthew? I surveyed like 10 people in day trader rehab, and every single person anchored it differently. Every single person. And then I read God, the guy who like really popularized it, I forget his name. Is it Shannon something? He's got like 6 or 7 of them on his screen at any times. I don't even know. This is a nice chart too. Man, this was a real linear move. Look at that. Just a freight train on super elevated volume. So you have a volume breakout, sustain. You have this wedge breakout. I mean, that's just such a nice move. 3% a day on average, 29 days. Wow, 100% without closing below the 10. I mean, that is a beautiful trend. I'm gonna have to talk to Perp about this one. Perfect wick off of 50. It just had earnings. It didn't shit the bed on earnings. I mean, this one needs to go on my needs more sideways list. It looks great. It really looks great. And I gotta ask Perp about it. BTU. See the weekly. Weekly looks like, yeah, you can use this level as UNR level. Yeah, 30. Wow, look how clean that is. See the monthly looks like. Yeah. Yep. 30. You could use any round number. It says 128. Yeah, I would use 30. So linear. This is what I really look for. Look how clean. I mean, like no headache at all. All green candles, no hardly any red candles until you got to the top. And it's really not even that much selling. It retraces 50% of the move to be totally expected. Perfect wick off of 50. Doesn't die on earnings. These guys got a dividend. It looks great. It looks really, really good. Let it chop around a little bit, build a little bit of a flag, maybe like a downtrend break, sort of like open. That took a couple of weeks to set up like open. That'd be awesome. It looks great. I want it. Unless Perp tells me that. There's nothing, honestly, there's nothing that anybody could tell me. They could tell me it's the worst company in the world. I wouldn't care because the chart is just so beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, this is a piece of shit. This was a really nice, like long linear move. But still though, it's still like gappy. There's not like gaps in between the candles per se, but there's gap up, gap downs, like this day right here. So it closes here and then it opens down here. Like, I don't want that. Like, it's like a squiggly line going up. My soybeans are going to be opening up here soon. I think like 8. Open looks awesome. Just waiting for earnings. I mean, there's like no levels that matter except for highs. I guess maybe like this monthly 200 could be a level that matters. Let's see if there's a overhead weekly. I mean, that's the only overhead line is this monthly 200. So all that matters is this recent price action. It's holding this gap low. It's undercut and rallied through it. I'm really excited to listen to this conference call because it'll be the first call with Kaz. And I already know that their bottom line is, I mean, if they made the same amount of sales, their bottom line is going to greatly improve because, he's firing people. Actually, you know what though? Q3. We may not see that until next quarter, but they're going to be able to reduce their labor force 80%. I mean, practically overnight. If they haven't already. They're just trying to squeeze people out without having to pay like big severance packages. Because I mean, I think Open Door had like 1,200 employees, 1,800 employees. Like I don't know why. It makes no sense. They should have like 150. Looks great though. And I'm excited to hear him uh, talk on the call because he's a builder and he's not like I mean he's a CEO. Obviously, he has to have vision and make the key decisions and be the face of the company, steering the ship. But he's really a builder and an operator at heart. I mean, this guy's trying to build some software. It's a perfect storm. Like if CVNA came back from nothing with their management team, and no slouches by all means. Like CVNA puts on some of the most impressive calls. That they have some really smart people working there and running the company. It kind of remind me of Reed at Netflix. But I mean, Open's they're just gonna keep building this team. And it's a bunch of team it's a team comprised of tech legends who are already rich as fuck. Like, who are already so rich, they don't give a shit about the money. Like, yeah, okay, making, a few billion bucks, more, like, okay, fine, it's nothing to sneeze at, but like they have plenty of money. Like they have money for, a couple of generations in their family, right? They just want to build things that like disrupt and are big. That's what they want to do. They just want to build things that are big and awesome. And he's gonna do it. Like he's gonna do it. Like that's why, I'm starting to write that channel, that thesis channel in the server, next to the soybean thesis channel about Open Door. And like, yeah, they don't make money. Yeah, their website shit. Yeah, like their housing inventory isn't great. Blah 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 blah. Like that will all change as they build this dream team and their vision kind of crystallizes. It all hinges on this CEO. And I'm really pumped to listen to him because I would love to get a considerable I would like to increase my position considerably, depending on how he explains his vision and how he's going to execute it. But I there's all sorts of different ways that he can go. I think it would be so cool if they like broke homes into shares and allowed people to buy like percentages of neighborhoods. So like you can allocate capital to like homes in a city, like in a hot district, and then like what if you could do that with like commercial as well, and then like tokenize all of that? Like that'd be so sick. And then like you bring a ton of liquidity to the housing market. So like if you like owned 100% of the shares in your home, like you could sell some shares, like and like raise cash if you needed. Um, like I would love like I had this idea before, and like what if you could do that with just like vacant land, but like the land itself like has resources on it, right? Like natural gas or something, and like the profile of the land and like various regions like could be, you're just basically bringing liquidity to illiquid things. Um, yeah, water rights, all those things. And then like you could take possession too if you ever wanted. So like you could like say you owned 50% like of the contract or something, like you could force the other percentage out. I mean, like there's all sort of like it just seems like a whole new universe that could be tapped into. And like imagine if they were able to figure something like that out. Uh like holy shit. Like to bring instant liquidity to homeowners, man. Like that like that like we're not talking like, oh, a turnaround story. We're talking like holy fuck, like this is like an enormous company, like an enormous potential. And that's just like my mind working on it, thinking about it for like just a couple of minutes. This guy Kaz, I mean, he's been thinking about it. He thinks about it every day, all day. So I can't wait to hear what he has in store. It's a big old base. It's just too slow and choppy. All the solar is doing well. Run looks good. It just hasn't been treating traders very well. It's had a couple of nice linear pops here, like 3 gap days in a row. I mean, it ran 80% in 5 days. Here, big old thunder candle, 60% in 2 days. So I mean, it can really go. It's got earnings. It's tightening up. It's coming out of this huge. Now this is like DP EP sort of setup. This huge downtrend. Did they do a split? I don't even think they did. I mean, it's literally breaking out of this downtrend on the monthly. It's undercut and rallied on volume. Solar's turning around. The leaders in solar are turning around. The issue is it's ahead of earnings. I mean, we saw FSLR uh, perform on Friday, post earnings, which is great. If you've been following me for a while, you probably remember my Inspector Gadget solar report. I tried getting position in FSLR a couple of times. It was just one that I wish I had the epiphany of using previous low a day a little earlier, because that was one that like I probably should have done with, because it's spready and choppy as all hell. Team had a team had a big candle, I thought. YPF, I think, is one of the Argentinian, right? This this thing made a really great move here. It feels just like what was the other one? Was it? Damn, I already forget the name of it. Was it APLD? No. Shit. Where did I put it? Oh, one that I don't see often that I was gonna ask Herp about the oil company. Damn it. Yeah, BTU. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, it feels just like BTU. I mean, literally, it's the same fucking setup. Like, tell me this isn't the same chart. It's the same thing. Like, it's literally the same thing. This is setting up for PWNR. It's just a little ways down. Find it back through 70 would be cool. I don't understand what's going on with this one. They're doing something strange. There's something going on. There's something in the water with LAES. This looks incredible. I know I'm gonna kick myself. I was staring right at it Thursday, I didn't buy it. I was staring right at it Friday, I didn't buy it. It has not acted like any of the other quantum names. It's kind of been in its own realm. I don't know what it does, if it has some other flavor of voodoo magic bullshit, story that it's pumping. But this chart is just hella aggressive. What is it? What's it, fungus? It's post quantum? What's that mean? Quantum secured crypto. Oh, quantum secured crypto. So they're kind of like a cybersecurity company in a way? Or yeah, okay. It looks fucking awesome. What's the other one? BTQ. I think that was one as well where they were kind of in that quantum security space. It looks fucking good. Like this looks so explosive. I don't know what they can say, what they can do, but this thing just looks like it wants to fuck some people up. It looks like it wants to absolutely fuck some people up. Dude, it's so aggressive. Fucker. It's like what? I didn't buy it 2 days ago, so now I'm gonna buy her. That's what I'm gonna do. For real. I mean, you don't even need that much. I get like just a small position, whatever. Say that I'm there, make me feel better about myself. Who the fuck knows where this thing can go? But I do know that I get really excited when I see stocks do this. 2000% in 15 days. Man, it looks like quantum before the original run. Like it looks like quantum way back here. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it because the chart looks amazing. It looks so good. It looks so, so good. So if anybody bought it in the last couple of days, good job. Good luck. Fucking car it didn't get broken into last night, but because I didn't lock it, I forgot to lock it. But some like homeless dude went through my car, stole my change. Thank God he didn't steal my golf clubs. I have 3 sets of golf clubs in the trunk. But he definitely stole all my change, which I'm sort of pissed about. If he would have broke my window, I would have found out who he was and definitely, I don't know, talk to him. But he didn't. He just opened the door. He left a little bit of a mess. It would have been cool if he would have just like cleaned up. I would have just gave him the change. Futu looks awesome as well. It looks really good. It's right at 200. Like this is actionable. It looks really good. It's probably going to gap right through this line in an hour. It looks great. It's up a ton. It's already made this big ass leg though from these lows. Like if I were to buy this thing, I should have bought it through this left side peak. That's why I love the left side peak because it gives you really good tight entries. Because if you were to draw this like downtrend line, okay, that got broke on the same day the left side peak got broke. Like so, this would have been like a much better entry than buying it up here. But it looks really good. This is a very clean PWNR. Very tight, perfectly defined left side peak. Nice even number at 39. But, but, earnings in 2 days, 3 days, couple of days. This will go on my big base list. It looks great though. See, the thing is, it's gonna like trigger. It's gonna trip my alert tomorrow. I don't know. I'll buy it. If it triggers tomorrow, I'll buy it. I got 3 days. I'll sell 75%. Who knows? It'll be like one of those things where it's like, you don't buy it and then it has like a catalyst before earnings and it like makes highs and then you have plenty of cushion. Like I've seen this happen so many times and I'm always so hesitant buying a few days ahead of time. There's really no reason not like to be hesitant though, because companies aren't going to report bad earnings ahead of schedule. I don't think they are. I don't think I've ever really seen that. If anything, they report good earnings ahead of schedule, right? So I don't know what the risk is of buying ahead of earnings. It's just holding into earnings is you've seen some warns. Yeah, I mean, so okay, I mean, there's that risk definitely, uh, which is almost more of a disservice to shareholders because earnings are a scheduled event. They're a calendared event. Just to kind of come out of nowhere and fucking warn with a press release or something like that is diabolical. Just catch somebody totally off guard. Oh, it's on my schedule tomorrow, and then bam, that night they do it. Like that'd be some shit. So I doubt that happens very, very frequently. But it looks really great. I mean, it's completely in chart theme. Software company, actually a really cool company, putting out a bunch of new stuff. Like I'm excited. I think this is one that can be owned for a long time. Yeah. So I'm gonna put you on my actionable list. You look good. This was a extremely linear move out of a really big first flag sort of base. Big move up. It'll be more clear on the weekly. Big move up, pull back, pops up, breaks the downtrend, first flag, and then breaks out super clean on volume through very clean level of 8. And then it trended really nicely. Like it we've had some amazing trends, 130% in a month without closing below the 10-day SMA. And now it's forming this little flag. It doesn't even touch the 50. I want to see the 50 catch up, but the MACD is already about to cross. I mean, that is strength. I don't even know what these guys do. What does PL do? Does anybody know? Space? Okay. So that theme is very relevant right now. I don't really know what the theme is, but a lot of stocks that do space shit have been going up. So, oh, the beer is disgusting. ASTS looks better. I'm sure it's on this list. Damn, this list is long as fuck. I mean, this looks really great. I'm gonna put a line at. See, I just don't have like a really nice clean line, clean level, because it's in like buying a dip off of this IPO left side peak would have been perfect. Like it literally wicked right off of it. But here, you just really wanted to set up and just build a little shelf, like build some sort of defined range. I mean, you have this like I don't even know. It's like it's kind of hard to draw that. Amazing trend though. I don't know, man. This is like one that you could just kind of buy at any time. It feels like I feel like 14 feels fine. There's a lot of touches here. It's hard for me to put stocks on my actionable list where I just don't have this like clear level of resistance or support, like this kind of pivotal spot. Um, that's like a make or break, like a good above, bad below sort of line. Like the clearer that line is, the clearer the trend is, the better, in my mind. This looks great though. Like I would buy it tomorrow. I would buy it tomorrow. There's no earnings anywhere nearby. Like we're just about to get a MACD cross. It's just where do you buy it? Because it's running into this 20. Not that far away. It's only 3% away. That's half of an APTR. So even if it were to like climb up and open near there, we're only up half a PTR or APTR, which would be great if it opened over yesterday's highs. What's the volume like on this? It's not bad. It's another one in a very similar situation. Real linear earnings. There's so many charts that look great headed in earnings. Like I wish that they looked this great, like maybe with like 10 days of runway or like 2 weeks of runway or something. That would be awesome. But they don't. Here's another one. Oh yeah, SOUN. Same, same idea. When's Wolf Report? Yeah. Yep, yep. Man, this thing is just like I don't even know what it's doing. It's a terrible trend to have to sit in as a trader. I mean, yes, it's trending, but it is just choppy. Feels like a PLTR trend, but if you're just chilling in it, you're up 100% in 80 days. It's never really treated traders well. I wouldn't ever really want to. I mean, I've owned it, but I don't like it should have gave like it should have gave linear clean moves, as we've seen in some of these other names. It's just chop, slop, chop. This is like what ACHR wanted to be. This is the nicest sort of bigger base setup. It looks really, really good. It's just starting to pick up in momentum. 18 feels like a really great line. Sub earnings, Colin. What are you going to do? It's got earnings. So what? So if it does well, it's going to gap above everything. Does bad, it's going to die. Ideally, we see name like if this name had like a fake breakdown and then it pops back up and gets tight, like that would be ideal. If it broke into all-time highs, that would also be great because then it would go on my this list that I'm starting to build, the ignition candle list. So I feel like this week we're just gonna have a ton of make it or break moments for a lot of these stocks where they're gonna give us, either they're gonna break down, they're gonna fake breakdown, they're gonna fake break out, or they're gonna be the real thing and they're gonna put out like super high volume, highest volume ever sort of candles, which would not surprise me at all. All these companies are utilizing AI. All of them are leaning out. All of them are making giant leaps in their pipeline, like exponentially in accelerating completion on projects. Like like, all these companies are shipping. All these companies are hungry. So seeing some big ignition candles out of these spec names emerging out of the depths over the last couple of years, all these sci-fi names would not surprise me at all. And I would love to see them. Like we could see a bunch of names posting first profitable quarters. I don't think this company will. I don't even know if they have a single UAV in operation. Are they the ones who had the deal with American Airlines? I'm curious. Look it up. Adobe, the house elf. Oh yeah, they make this thing. It's quadcopter. Quadcopters are like the biggest e-commerce miss for me. Tell you what, if I would have caught quadcopters, I definitely had an opportunity. I wouldn't be sitting here streaming with you guys. Probably wouldn't even be trading, to be honest. Okay, so it's like a big electric quadcopter that is just absolutely loud as fucking shit. It's got four helicopters, eight helicopter blades on top of it. So it's as loud as eight helicopters, probably. That's the biggest issue with this entire industry is sound. Like, how are you gonna have 10,000 of these buzzing around in New York City? Like, you just won't. You just won't. You can't. And the prop technology isn't quiet enough yet. Like, they need to figure out a way to, like, I don't know, like, not allow the sound to escape the blades, the props. These things are so fucking loud. That's the issue. That's why you're not gonna see, 100,000 Amazon delivery drones in Manhattan. Like, you're just not gonna see it because it's already the loudest place ever. It'd just be insanely loud. I need to put any G on my needs more sideways list because they could give like a nice flag or something. Yeah, this company I think could make a huge resurgence. Aren't they like they're like Micro Center, right? They're like Micro Center, I think. Yeah, they're like Micro Center. Micro Center is an amazing store. It's like my favorite store on earth. So, is Micro Center publicly traded? Nope, not publicly traded. Like, this is true momentum. This move is just unbelievable. Like, I'm in awe when I look at it. Like, this is what you want to see in stocks. Like, people have talked about Wolf so much, but like, I don't give a shit about a Wolf when there's stocks that look like this. Like, why? Like, it's just not even in the same league. It's just not even in the same league. I wonder out of all of them, like BitF, unbelievable trend. Like Wolf is dead to me. It's extinct. I will never trade it when there's other stocks in the same realm that look like this. Look how clean, how linear. Unbelievable. Just 9 days, 183%, no stress, straight up. Gap up after gap up after gap up. Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, these are the stocks that you just need to memorize. And look at it. It's bouncing right off this left side peak. You're going, I'm gonna need some more sideways list. You look like I think out of all of them, you might be the best. So iron is holding, but it doesn't even. I mean, it's honestly an amazing trend. It's probably the leader out of all these shitco miners turned data centers, turned shitco data centers. But I would take BitF any day. I think BitF is, yeah, like QS, like yes, please. Like, do this for me. Like, this is what we want, guys. As momentum swing traders, like these are the types of moves that we want. Too many of us are just trading within bases or can't tell what like a sloppy chart is. Like, this chart has been extremely sloppy up until yesterday. And guess what? It's still sloppy. Just because it has one big update, it doesn't mean that like, oh, you're no longer sloppy, right? Just like you made one shot, right? Like, oh, okay, now you're the MVP. No, but that candle, in the face of a weak market, in a name that has just been associated with pop and drop, pop and fail forever, breaking out of this insane downtrend. I gotta look into the news. It probably doesn't even have news. Who like, yeah, yeah. Like when I see names like Plug going and being, linear, like there are so many opportunities out there, guys, right now. Like you want stocks doing this. You want stocks doing this. No headache trends. No headache trends. If they have history of doing stuff like this and they're holding up, that's what we kind of want to pay attention to. And honestly, speak of the devil, AVA is holding up. It's faltering a bit. It's got earnings coming up, probably die. Uh, big linear. I've talked about this stock on like every single chart talk because it really does embody everything that I look for. Everything that I look for. And I missed it, of course. I haven't caught any of these fucking things, to be honest. I'm sitting in the ones that like give me heart attacks that are super choppy. Go figure. Circle I got stopped out of. Like I see people obsessed with this, trading this. It's so sloppy. It is so choppy. There's no linearity to this range. This range looks like shit. It looks like I took like a tall boy and smashed it against the wall. It looks like shit. I'm surprised about AI. AI has just been like, it just must have been like way overvalued or something because it cannot do fucking shit. Every time I think it's gonna do something, it just does absolutely nothing. BTBT is one that's popped up, but I mean, look at this, just chaos. Like I don't care what it does. There would be I don't know what it could possibly do for me to ever be interested in this. This is a really, really nice trend. Look how clean, huge, 100%. Didn't even touch left side peak. What is this? Ivanhoe Electric? Somebody tell me about this. What is this? What does Dr. Dippin' Me Dick and Bitchestein mean? Nothing. It's just a last name. I think it's German. This looks great. It looks very similar to many of the other charts right now. Big move up, kind of these downtrend flags undercutting the 20, finding support on the left side peak. It's got potential earnings, mineral exploration. That sounds cool. Rare earth, adjacent. Okay. Don't threaten me with a good time. Copper? Oh, baby. It looks great. It looks great. Truly, there's so many of these that just look so good. Right back through the high volume level. It looks great. Will it actually report? I don't know. This is one where it's getting its life together. I mean, it went through rehab as a stock, essentially. It's just kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna turn my life around. And it's just had this long period of despair, darkness. It's not doing too hot. And then one day it started to get its act together. And like this is not only is it a change of character breaking out of this, super long downtrend, right? So yeah, it's breaking that like key level. But what I really like is the way that it moves has changed. The character of the tape is different. And it's so funny. All these stocks in 30 days have gone up 100%. It's no coincidence. And they're all flagging and kind of doing the same thing. Either they're undercutting the left side peak or the high volume close, or all kind of just doing the same thing. You're going on my list. I haven't heard anybody talk about that. No idea. So this one tried to do that kind of deep UNR. I mean, it still could be fine. Like it didn't die on earnings again. Like it had all the opportunity in the world to just go back to the depths from which it came. I mean, it was like this thing was worth nothing. $6, like a year ago. Sometimes when they PWNRs are, it's like a 50-50 whether or not they do this or they just rip back up. The more of like a steep downtrend, like the more of the retracement, the more you could see like more of a snapback sort of rally. Like it's almost like these deep UNRs, deep PWNRs, left side peak UNRs are like they're like parabolic longs, like mean reversions, like NEGG. And see how it tried to breach it one time and it just totally got stuffed, and then it built this tight range underneath it. Finally broke out, and then you bought after this. 3 days ago was the entry, unless you caught this news candle, I guess. This is a hell of a move too. What in the fuck is this thing? Oh my god, it's terrible. But I mean, that's a beautiful flag, beautiful lay. It's like it's finally kind of waking up out of this. I don't even know what you call this. It's just a god awful chart, untradeable chart. I'm not interested in it though. Screened on, lost. Oh, ended due to a system error. Man, what the fuck is wrong with Discord? Let's try this again. Like just spontaneously combusted. There you go. See it? Sweet. Cool. See, this is just fucking with people, man. Like this company should not, like this stock should not be doing this. What does IMQ look like? Like Martin was feeling good for like a week. They're probably they're just acting like this before earnings. But I mean, technically, you and R at this level right here, 60. I just like earnings. Yeah, earnings. There's not going to be any earnings. There's no earnings. I didn't even look and see what happened last, or maybe it was like 2 ERs ago with QBTS, where I got fucking wicked out right here. I don't even know why. Like, obviously they don't make any money, but they went straight up. I didn't even look into it. I didn't even care because it just be a bunch of mumbo jumbo that I don't understand. Nobody understands. Somebody must understand it. And that's the thing. Like a lot of times, these stocks they go up and they just keep going up. And the majority of people don't understand it. They just keep going up. But somebody understands it. He does understand it. You're right. And Martin understands quantum probably, I mean, obviously better than 99.99% of everyone. But yet he has made zero money on quantum, while the people that don't understand quantum have made buku. I know a guy that made $50 million on the quantum trade. $50 million on quantum. There's some guy. He doesn't know what the fuck it is. He just bought a People Wish setup, and he just happens to have a lot of money and more balls and brains, I guess. Uh, but it's just funny that that guy made 50 million bucks, you know, and I don't know if you can't really say he's dumber than rocks. Martin's the smartest guy there is, and he's like literally, I feel like he has an $8 average in Rigetto. Fuck me. Fuck me. This is just insane. I don't even know what to fucking say. I've missed it twice now. Luckily, I caught IQ. It's I don't know if it like popped into 40. That's a decent short here, like a breach and fail of 40 or this left side peak. I'm gonna set an alert just because they're so liquid. And the craziest thing is it's trading $2 billion a day, and it's not like it's there's 5 of these stocks. It's 5 of these stocks, and they're all doing the same thing. Like, I don't know anybody who can tell me the difference between these companies. Rigetto's trading $5 billion a day. Like, could you imagine being the CEO of this company and it's like you sold shares at 5, like none of your C-suite has shares left. In your mind, you know that like the likelihood of you ever having a commercially viable product uh, is next to none. Um, maybe hopefully you develop, some technology through your research that makes you acquirable, perhaps. Uh, but like just to like know all of those things, but then every day see that your stock is trading $5 billion in dollar volume a day. It is. I want to say. Let me see. I don't want to fuck this list up. Let me look at. Ugh. I wish somebody could just pull up a list of the top liquid names, the highest dollar value names over 5 ADR, and I feel like uh, next to Tesla, it's like 1 or 2. Like there's really not. Maybe Hims. Let me see what Hims is. RGTI trades 3.5 times more volume than Hims on a daily basis. Like, I mean, obviously Tesla trades, 40 billion, 36. And it's not trading over 5. Like, is there a stock in the market that trades over 5 ADR that trades as much volume as Rigetto? I don't think so. IO&Q maybe? Dude, Rigetti trades 2 times as much volume as IO&Q. It is the highest. That is unreal. So like I gotta like I know it feels like it's going to go up forever. It kind of has been going up forever. But it's going to end eventually. And with this amount of dollar volume, I hope it rallies right into the left side peak, breaches and fails. Like that would be amazing. Quantum ended a couple of years ago in its initial run, I think 2023 run with double tops. And really, I think just IO&Q was running then. Ariel actually had a really nice short on it. Um, but it's going to end in spectacular fashion and on insane volume. Uh, so it's one that I have to watch. And I don't know. I don't see a clean level anywhere here. The only spot to eventually gotten short would have been I don't even know. I think it would have been day 2 here. It's just such a nightmare for shorts. And look how clean this trend is. Every time it goes, it's just so clean. And I don't know what the fuck they do. I literally like have no idea. They're trying to build quantum computers. Cool. Good job. Okay. Where were we? Do we see this list is so long? Kind of like it. Buying time to see it. Oh, we got a half hour until everything opens up. SoFi, I'm long. Where did we leave off? I feel like it was about QBTS somewhere in there. There we go. All right. I know people love BBAI. It's made some really great moves. I caught this move. It was huge. It was awesome. But it really hasn't been able to trend very well. I think this will be I think right about here is where they replaced what's her name? The last CEO. got a new guy. So it's been about a year now since he's been in place. I don't know, like PLTR 2.0. I really don't know much about them. I think it really just comes down to contracts and stuff. And this is crazy selling volume here, but it's one to keep watching. ARM is a giant base. Got earnings. This will be one that'll just break out of the base. It'll do like, a Roku sort of thing, or it'll just die. One or two. This was a beautiful trend. Yeah, there's so many names positioned to just give great ignition candles into all-time highs, into double tops. So uh, I am optimistic actually. I would just love to see donker high volume, like highest volume ever candles. I'd love to see a bunch of these companies posting their first profitable quarters. That'd be awesome. CoreWeave, same thing. Just it just needs time. VSAT, I feel like this one gave some really good moves too. Yeah, it's just been chugging. Yeah, I had this thing real low. T1 Energy. It's on the thinner side. That's a hell of a ramp though. 200%. What do these guys do? Does anybody know? Hasn't really popped up much. I think because I have the dollar volume a little lower, but this is like a classic kind of Louis trade setup where it has a major change of character and then retests this left side peak. It looks good. Batteries. Okay. I'm gonna put you on my needs versus headers list. This has just been an absolute insane run. I would be looking at this for an exhaustion gap in earnings. I mean, based on everything that Connor's told me about the industry, there's a lot of need for the product that they make. So more than likely it doesn't breach and fail. But if it does breach and fail, I would take the short. Huh. SCDG kind of rolling over into earnings. It'll probably just go straight up. There's no trend here. There's no nothing. Yes, it's emerging out of this, crazy downtrend, but I don't think it's ever gave like a clean move ever. The cleanest moves it made was this short. It's like the cleanest move. Yeah, the sell-offs are real clean. Yeah, fade this thing forever, right? I like how my Sophie's she's holding up post earnings. We're just chilling. I have a 15. No, I have a 13.15, I think. GEV, what are these up to? GEV, DST. They're holding up. I'm not interested. There's so many other opportunities right now that like this is just too slow. I know Sphere's made a huge move. I wonder if they're ever going to expand. I mean, they're choppy, but I wonder if there's going to be like there should be spheres like Monaco, like Sphere, in other places. I'm sure they're talking about expanding. I've been to a couple of shows there. It's amazing, mind blowing. If you ever have the opportunity to go see something at the Sphere, do it. We still need to find our robotics plays, gang. There just really aren't that many great options in the market. Like Serb has just been chaos forever. Honestly, the only good move. But it is a UNR of this left side peak. Eventually they will, I mean, if it's meant to go, I mean, it's gonna get linear and start moving eventually. I mean, fact of the matter, I mean, it's making higher lows, it's holding up, just this big sloppy range. I don't know what you do with this. If anything, what you would want to see is, I mean, if you had some other conviction, if you understood the company better and you had that sort of conviction, you could maybe buy through this 14 level. Obviously, you have earnings coming up, but for me, it would need to show like a significant kind of pivot. Like it would need to have an EP. Should have bought this thing back through 200. What to deal with this? It's had, I mean, this is like a perfect 30 EMA magic, like 100% move, another 100% move, another 100% move. Oh my God, this thing. All right, so you had one, two, three, four, 400% moves. It's like any GG. This is like a perfect sort of 30 EMA magic setup. Like you could probably take it again here. That'll be the one time it stuffs, but yeah, it's definitely not one that you want to hold more than 2 days apparently. E and pH just cannot do anything. So yeah, I don't know about the solar run. Why do I have so many lines on this piece of shit? I really like this one. It's a cool company too. Defense Tech. They're kind of like an Andril. Yeah, this is sweet. It's up a shit ton, but I feel like the products that these companies make are still in pretty high demand. This is for sure actionable. It's a little far away from the line, maybe a couple of days. Like if it kind of popped up, rejected, popped up, and like 400 is obviously like the next. It's like the big psychological level. Put it on the needs or sideways. Plug plugs that like DPONR. put you on my needs more sideways. It's just random. I mean, it's a furniture maker. Isn't this the company that was like shipping like sex slaves and shipper robes? Wasn't it? Weren't they like? Wasn't there like this crazy conspiracy theory that Wayfair was like they're like shipping children in like dressers or something? Maybe that was a different company. I'm not making any accusations, Wayfair, but I feel like there's like somebody who started some crazy rumor. Okay, yeah, allegedly they were shipping children in dressers across the world. Yeah, I got to start like a super sketchy ETF. Like Roblox will be in there, Wayfair, A&F will be in there for sure. So NNE, SMR, they're holding up on this the nuke talk. Oklo, what are you looking like? Oklo looks like SYM. SYM did. Uh Oklo looks good. It's setting up, it's just right in theme. Um yeah, man, I've been on this thing since the beginning and it's like a bucking bronco. I just cannot hold on to it. And it is just like I remember like this was like the last straw. I remember I bought this candle right here, and then 3 days later just shits the bed. The whole thing retraced. And then I bought this one, and then it gapped down. And of course I sold it. And then it went up 100%. Like it's just been it hasn't treated me very well. But then you have like this ramp, which was crazy, 100%. It looks good. It's kind of it's getting more linear as it goes, like stringing together longer series of strong bullish candles. So where do you like buy this thing? I mean, over the high of this high volume, it's okay. What's the close at? 135? That's a see, I really am the closer yesterday's close is to an actionable key daily level, the more excited I am about it. I mean, I know it's ahead of earnings and whatnot, but I mean, this is a legitimate high volume close level, support, resistance. It's undercut it. It's kind of holding it. I mean, this line has more touch points across these candles than any other line you can draw. Bearish momentum slowing. MACD's curling. Earnings are still a decent way out. And we still got like a week and a half. So, I mean, you could buy it and just sit in chop, which is probably what would happen. It's got enough volume though to act as like, I mean, it could even be, it could give you a 10% scalp on a position in a day. It's like pretty sweet. And then, you know, who knows? It might actually grow legs and like run into earnings. So this is like a sneaky sort of setup. So let's look at it. Look at it on the 5. So in pre-market, I'd want to see it pop up like here and kind of chop around till open. So maybe like press this 135, which was closing video up. And then at open, blast through these moving averages. And then it'll probably reject here and then come back down. But it looks pretty good. It's a super low risk setup. I don't know how high a probability it is that it's going to do anything, but it's really low risk. And I mean, even like 1 out of 10, like if the probability is 10% of it being profitable going up, Well, if I stop out for a 1% loss, which I wouldn't stop out for a 1% loss to my account, even if you stopped out like for a 1%, like as a percentage relative to the stock's price, and it went up 10%, I mean, that's literally 10 to 1. Yeah, I mean, like, it's positive EV for sure. I'm just gonna put it here and see where it is in the morning. God, this is like the never-ending list. Pump. That's a big move. That's like definitely change of character. Highest volume ever. What does what does pump do? Oil and gas. Okay. So we got BTU, we got pump. Oh yeah, petro. Duh. That's huge volume. That's still super thin though. I'm not really interested. LEU just got real sloppy, real choppy. It would need to curl and like it's too close to earnings. Either it's got to just like hold up and go sideways through earnings, which it very well could, or it's got to. I don't even know. Well, we'll see. Yeah, CMBM is definitely a shorty setup. I wonder if it's on this list. We'll run into it. Pony's on my big base. It'll probably give a real clean UNR of one of these levels. You just don't know how to get situated on this. Yeah, just don't have like a clean line. Like, where do you draw your line? Here. That's where you draw it. So it's way too far away from that level right now. But through it on earnings, like if it put in 2 tight days, like 2 higher low tight days, it would look awesome. When do we report? We report on the 4th. So it's Tuesday. Tuesday morning or oh, 10 a.m. It's kind of random. Right before open. It's a big old candle. All right, I'm not going to go through the rest of this list. What we're going to look at, we're going to look at CMBM. Yeah. I mean, we have the high volume close right here. We have $3. Did it close above 3? I mean, it's literally consolidating on 3. Yeah. Volume did it trade yesterday? It only traded 60 million. That's crazy. That's nothing. So volume is really dried up. I mean, if it's got to do it tomorrow. This is a great, like, 30 EMA magic setup. Let's see if we can find the line. I mean, I don't even know. There's no, like, real clean, like, range or anything. I mean, I guess over previous high day, but we're pretty far away from that right now. This was the big sell-off candle's low, so 330 is a decent line, which would mean that it's back in that previous day's range. And I mean, it could really run through this line. I would say that 330 would be the cheat, 350 is like the real level. But yeah, like if I was, in a 30 EMA magic room looking for setups, this would be a pretty decent one to stare at. So I will put an alert at 330 just to keep my eyes on it. Right now, the small account is up to the gills in soybeans. I bought every single soybean contract I could get for it. Basically, every $100 that soybean futures go up, the small account will appreciate $1.2 million. Praying for rain. 3-3. Yeah. So 3-3 is previous day's low. Another sort of another thing that you could potentially look for would be a washout into the high volume close, 190 or 295. If it kind of just like washed down. So I would set a below alert here. So now you have an upside alert and a below alert. Because like if it washed out, say it like yeah, say it like perked up and then at open it kind of just flushed right back into this level and it like you could potentially buy that wick, that wash into this key level, which would be an undercut of 3, uh like previous day's low, which this is the low. So like somewhere in here, it would be real quick, and you wouldn't want to risk like much at all, just a couple of pennies, but you could get a killer average. So a probability thing. I don't know what the probability of this thing actually running hundreds of percent from here is, but if you can get yourself situated in it where your risk is just minimal, even if the probability is 1 out of 20, right? Like, and you catch like you get a 10% position or something in this, and then it runs, to 20 or 30, like that's really great. EV. Yeah, and yeah, why isn't that one on? Yeah, I really like this one. I actually already have my alert set. Yep, I would just buy right back through yesterday's high. And actually, this one is actionable for me. Thank you for reminding me. It is on the list. Oh shit. Hey, well, if you wouldn't have reminded me, I probably would have not caught it. That's the problem of having this super long list. I'm kind of just doing it for the stream. But, all right, so I really do want to just talk about how do you decide what moving averages to trail. And firstly, it really depends on where you are as a trader. If you are, kind of in like the 30 EMA magic stage or like the Pradeep 3-day momentum burst stage, your trails are much different, right? Like the rules for trailing 30 EMA magic are if price closes below the 30-10 or the 550 or the, I don't know, can you do the math? I think it's like 5-200, something like that, or 1-200. Uh, you sell, right? Like so, you're trailing like short intraday. moving averages. So it's people have a really hard time figuring out how to trail because their position sizing isn't stable in the first place. So if you're constantly using dynamic position size, you're constantly changing like your emotional response to the trade. Like if this trade you're taking 30%, or this trade you're taking 10%, or this trade you're taking 50%, like you're putting yourself through a constant, like there's no emotional consistency there. So you're kind of running into new terrors all the time. Like let's say you took a big position, like a 25% position, and the stock goes up real fast and then it comes down real hard. Like most people just sell everything. Uh, and they don't trail anything. They don't trail even a piece of their position, which is really what you should do in that situation. If you're sizing up to take advantage of the initial burst, in my opinion, especially in this market, given how many amazing trends there are, you should not sell all 25%. Sell 15% day one, treat the position as a hybrid, sell 15%, as like an intraday trailing even the 510 or the 520, and then swinging the rest. It would make me much happier to see people do that. And it's a totally fine strategy so long as it's premeditated. If that is your strategy, where you are going to take 25% positions into really linear stocks that have supernova potential, I'm all about it. Like I'm all about it. As long as you can stomach, the potential risk, and you have the skill set to get in and get out, and you have a plan that you're going to follow, you're going to sell, you know, 15% or even 20% of that, of the position day one. Like that's fine. It's premeditated. But is what I think is the big problem is people just take a whole like dynamic position size all the time. Like if you just traded stocks that are over 680 are very liquid, and and you just kept the position size static like 15%, then you just trail the 10-day SMA. And if you're a chicken, and if that's uncomfortable for you, then sell half when price closes below the 5-day, and then sell the other half when closes below the 10-day. You'll capture the vast majority of the momentum. You'll capture the vast majority of the move. Uh, you won't hold stocks for too long, meaning you'll turn over your edge in a market where there's a plethora of setups, which is ideal for edge turnover. Uh, yeah, so you can get more complicated and really dig in and like figure out what moving average the stock is trailing. And like I think that is probably more appropriate for stocks like this CMBM, where it went 1,000% in 2 days. It's like, what moving average do you trail here? Where I like, if you guys watch Danny trade, he will stick to a sell rule no matter what, even if it means giving back 70% of a position, because he knows that it's just a numbers game. So yeah, there will be times where it's very sad and a tremendous amount of your gain comes back. Uh, but there'll be other times where you actually do capture the 300, 400, 500% move. And that's what really moves your account. So like you cannot just in the field switch, you know, the rules. So like all your rule set should be based on your archival study of the market. And if you are trading a certain profile of stocks, like these supernova day one runners on, news, right? Like these dormant stocks waking up and squeezing, the floats are tiny, and they're just going bazooka, right? Like these, like you need to have a plan. And like if you commit to the 30 EMA magic, like the majority of the time you're not going to catch these crazy wins. Like you're not going to like it's not every day you're going to catch, 300, 400% intraday runner, right? You're going to catch a lot of 10 percenters, you know, you're going to stop out of a lot of 1, 2, 3, 5%. You're going to catch some 20s, some 30s, some 50, but then, every once in a while you're going to catch 1,000%er like this. And this is what moved the small account. It took it from like 200,000 to I don't like 500 or something, and then I scalped around and I got it up to like 700. But just one play, took obviously that's a different scenario, but it really, really moved the needle. Um, and so you will catch those, and I think, and I'm just talking in the context of these kind of day one supernovas, and these are very, very difficult to trade. High emotion. You need to balance emotional regulation with, obviously position sizing. Like the more size you take, the more on edge you'll be, the more panicky you'll be, the more, the ape brain will take over. Um, but oh shit, we just opened. I gotta look at my soybeans. Beans. What are we doing, beans? Oh, let's go. Um, so yeah, you just cannot be, you have to understand that it's a numbers game. It's a law of averages. So if you are not consistent in position sizing, and if you are not consistent in the moving averages that you trail with your strategy, then your results won't be consistent, and you won't ever, it'll be really difficult to ever kind of feel comfortable with your system. You'll always be on edge. You'll always kind of just be apprehensive because you never allowed things to dry. You never allowed things to cure. You never gave yourself enough time with just following a simple set of rules regarding position sizing and trailing and stuff, to understand what I mean by it is just a law. It's just an averages thing. Like if your win rate is really going to be 33%, like you have to understand that you will be losing, two out of three trades, and you'll have stretches where you lose far more in a row. And that's if you are super consistent. If you are changing things all the time, like your position sizing, and then you're revenge trading, and you don't even get, it's even worse. Even if you are perfect, you have a win rate like that. So if you're changing shit up all the time, and you just can't have patience or the discipline to just follow something for a fucking week. So do it for a week. By the way, skirt, soybeans, baby, let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god, no surprise. Um, just do me a favor. If you've listened this long and you've been in the server for more than a week, you probably know what a decent setup is. If you just go back and listen to this chart talk, just literally look at the examples that I talked about and I ruled over, and just find those in the market. There's a ton of them right now. I just showed you them. Focus on those, wait for them to get tight, where you can draw a clear and obvious line, set an alert, and buy it through that line. But this is what I really want you to do. I want you to just do that consistently for a week. Don't do any other trades other than stocks like that. And then just use, I don't care how big your account is, I don't care how small your account is, use 15%, trail the 10-day with the entire position, and just do that for 6 months. Is it optimal? No. But is it simple as shit? Yeah, it's simple. And I think that's kind of what we need to focus on here is I have a stupid size position in soybeans right now. Stupid. I have a position size that is outside of the system. it's a big position size. Now I've built all the extra conviction to make me feel comfortable about it. If I had this amount of size without all the other conviction and just buying a technical setup, I would not feel comfortable. There's no way that I could get there. There's no way that I could get there. So, you know, you kind of have to offset it. If you want to take, big size and that's like you or whatever, and you kind of want to be a dynamic sizer based on the opportunity, still though, like in my mind, it's like you still only trade A plus opportunities and your size is just bigger in them. But it doesn't like you need to stay consistent. Like you should not be trading 3-star setups and 4 and 5. Like in my mind, it's like 15% positions, trade 5-star setups that meet all the criteria, big linear move up, pull back, height, not sloppy. Doesn't look like it's just a pain in the ass for longs. Like it's treated traders really well. It's in a theme that, you know, is turning from sci-fi to reality. Like we've seen these moves. Like guys, like we're gonna look back, at the last couple of years at these moves, and we're gonna be like, what in the fuck did we miss? Even though we're here, even though we're living right through it. Like I'm talking to you real time. I've missed so many of them. I caught a few great ones too. But like right now is like we haven't even gotten to the bubble stage yet, I don't think. I don't I know we're going to have a 2021 period again, but I bet you it's going to be it'll be just so different because there's going to be so many companies simultaneously going from not profitable to profitable all at the same fucking time, having insane technological breakthroughs or efficiency breakthroughs due to the advent of AI. I mean, it's just going to happen. And if we can't just like now is the perfect time to just suck it up and commit to standard position size and trails, uh, and just trail the damn daily 10-day. Yes, sometimes you're gonna get stopped out and you're gonna get totally shit on. But other times you're gonna catch AEVA and your position's gonna be up 300% in 30 days. And if you just look around the market, like you could just ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, make me a scan, like if you're using TOS, write me a think script that produces all stocks that have a range of 500% or 300% or more over the last 6 months. And that scan alone will produce you every single name, all of the giant runners, go through and categorize each one of them by most linear relative to how much it's gone up, print out a picture of every single one of them, and wrap your office in them. And before you put any name on your watch list, you must find an analog within that library. Like, okay, boom, there. Now all of a sudden you have a guiding true north for how to select the best stocks, momentum stocks in this market. And then all you got to do is just wait for them to get tight, study where those stocks broke out. What did the patterns look like before coming out of their kind of dormant periods? Now we're in the chart progression. We're in the, PWNR. We're kind of in the next bull flag sort of setups. Like, I don't know. And the people that I've seen, the people that are doing the worst right now, I swear they are taking the most size. Right now is the worst time to oversize. I'll tell you why. It's because you oversize in a position and it doesn't work. But in that same day, you see 5 other names just ripping, just going up. But the one that you chose to oversize into isn't working. So what do? You sell it. You take like a 2-3% account drawdown, and then you go chase the other one that is ripping. Oh shit, it's ripping. And then it pulls back and stops you out. And then what? And then you oversize and you try to catch something else, and then it's the same thing. Now you're just breaking rules. Now you're just and like I know because people DM me about this all the time when I had conversations. It's like such a common pathway. It's just such a common like set of actions that traders take, and I like they don't talk about. And I just know it because I just see it. I just see it in the private conversations I have with people. Some of you in this chat, you guys know. And it's like all you have to do is realize that your account will grow significantly faster if you just pick 1%, like one percentage size. Just pick one. 10, 15, 5. The less experience you are, the less you should be putting on the table. Just do 5% or 2%. If you're brand new, just do tiny. But if you're getting the hang of it, like Matt, right? Like Matt take 10, 15%, right? Like he's kind of earning, stripes to take a little bit more size potentially. But like if he just stuck with 15% and just ran with it forever and just followed these trends, I mean, his account, like you could take a $5,000 account and grow it to 100,000 in this market. Like you just like over the last year, how many 1,000% runners have we had? I mean, and the thing is, what's really cool about taking smaller percent is you have a higher probability of catching more of them. Because like one, you just have more capital available to allocate to more names. But two, if you take a fixed position size, you're just comfortable. You under like the more you take, like guys, it's like just get in the pool. You will never adjust to the water unless you commit to jumping in the pool. You have to jump in the pool or you'll never get used to it. It'll just be cold. If you just dip your toe in and you go real slow, that's miserable. You just gotta belly flop in it and commit. And you just commit to 15% trading really liquid stocks that make big moves and just trail the 5 and the 10 and call it a day. Now you can have variance, if you want to sell 50% on day 3, that's fine, but you better give me a fucking reason. Like, and I'm not going to be there asking you, give me a reason, but like act as if I'm there. Act as if, Alec is there as the trader consciousness. And, he's always looking over my shoulder. This dude's going to judge me. He's going to, fuck yeah, I will, because I just want to see you win. And I know if you're being, kind of a sloppy, like, we all have this traders, like, we're all kind of degenerates. Like, we're all here because we're sort of degenerates. We kind of all have this weird itch. We kind of all have this, like, if we were to, like, rate the level of impulse control, uh, like, amongst our demographic, it's probably much poorer than others. The allure of making money quick trading, it's such a trap. You can make money quick. You really can. But without like the understanding that the fish will never bite on Thursdays when it's raining, but yet you still try to go fish on Thursdays when it's raining, like any seasoned fisherman who's consistent knows that. And they just don't go fish during that time. They just don't go fish during that time. So like you guys just got to be consistent, and I'm happy to talk about just the various components of like, okay, what position size should you take? Like me, like if you got to ask that question, I'm just going to respond and say how long you've been trading for. If it's less than a year, I'm going to say 5-10%. If it's more, I might give you 15%. If you have like a really strong understanding and you can like handle 20%, you have like you're going to do like 30 EMA magic, okay, fine, cool. But commit to one system and just follow it. Okay, what moving averages are you going to trail? Okay, if you're taking a 20% position and you're doing a 1 to 3 day sort of swing scalp, okay, I'm going to sell the first 50% when the 5-minute candle closes below the 10. No exceptions. The second 50% is going to sell at the 5-minute close below the 50. No exceptions. Okay, great. Now fucking do it consistently. Like we know that works. Just do it consistently. Oh, well, I can't sit there all day and babysit and I don't have the ability to automate. Okay, fine. Well, then we're going to take smaller position size and you're going to let time pay you as opposed to size. So we're going to be trading really nice daily setups and we're just going to be trailing the 10% positions, the 10-day SMA with the entire position. No trims. As soon as you start finger fucking and taking trims and things, you're there. You might sell more than 50%. Oh, I sold 60%. What's the point of holding this other 40%? Then you sell the rest. No, like if like Vaughn, when I taught her to trade a couple years ago, she was killing it. I know she wants to trade again. She's just busy with a bunch of other stuff, but she was doing great. It's because she doesn't know anything about trading other than from me. And if I give her a set of instructions, like for how to make guacamole, she's gonna follow that recipe perfectly. And it's gonna taste just like as if I made it. If I give her a set of instructions and a workflow for trading, she will follow it to a T. There will be no deviation, period. But why do we deviate? You know, like that's the like why do we? Probably because she just trusts me inherently. I mean, you guys don't know me, but everything that I say, you could go validate with the markets past. Uh, so the homework, you know, in my mind is just come up with a very simple play. There's tons of chart examples, right? All these chart examples, all these long setups, all they are mechanisms. They're just techniques to get you into the trade with low risk. That's all they are, right? So the real focus should be on the momentum and the linearity and the volume of the stock, right? And then you just pick any one of these chart shapes, whether it's Shoryuken or PWNR or a U-turn or whatever flavor of the week uh, the chart theme is, because it rotates. It's always moving. Like the chart progression is always evolving, right? You start from like these big downtrend breaks, and then you have a big move up and a pullback, then you get a first flag, and then you get like your breakout from there, and then you go into like your first bull flag, and now you have momentum breaking out of this month, you know, multi-year sort of range, right? And like there's the progression is always the same. Like there's a guy with what's his name, like Stan Weinstein or something, like he has stage analysis, right? Like it's the same thing. Like chart progression is just what I've come up with for basically the same thing. And you just kind of find what flavor of the week the charts are, and I've done a pretty decent job of categorizing them all. And that's what you use as your entry. But that's like it is a setup per se, but like I want you to really more so focus on stocks that are making big moves on crazy volume that respect technicals. Uh, and those are the ones that we're going to buy. I really like Path. Path looks really good. Any questions? You guys got any questions? Any comments, considerations? It's not rocket science, but it is hard as fuck. It's easy to say, but it is really hard to do. In 5 minutes, I can tell you how to get shredded. Like I could tell you how to like get in super great shape, just be chiseled for the rest of your life. Just do as many push-ups and sit-ups and squats as you can do for the rest of your life. And like eat less calories than what you burn. Like there, done. Right? Like that was really easy to say. But it's so hard to do. It's just so fucking hard to do. Like, and so why is it hard to do? It's because it's painful. It's it requires discipline. You have to force yourself to do something that makes you feel bad in the moment. So like if I am not in shape, I wish I was. Uh, but I greatly admire people that are. Uh, Anybody who has the discipline to get in shape and stay in shape can be a tremendous trader. It's the same discipline. It's the same thing. If you can like pass on the cookies and you love cookies like Jack, like I know Jack loves cookies. If I put cookies in front of him, he's gonna eat them. But like, you know, if he can resist the cookies, out of all my analogies this week, that's probably or this talk, that was probably the shittiest one. Um, any questions, comments, considerations? Missed the first part, but really interesting in your take on what quantum is doing right now. I don't know, man, Matt. I just don't know, bro. It's disturbing. I will take LAES It is on my. Did I put it on my actionable list? Uh, I should have bought it 2 days ago. Should have bought it yesterday. I've been staring right at this thing. It trades more than enough volume. It's on its own plane. It doesn't really, or like in its own realm, it doesn't really share the same resemblance as QBTS, IONQ, even Qubit. What's the Qubit look like right now? Qubit, what's it? QUBT? Is that it? Yeah, this one really never got moved. It's a real piece of shit. See what you got? Rigetto, you got QBTS and IONQ. So they all kind of have the same shape, but this LAES is slightly different. And Chungus Among Us was saying that they are different. They're like quantum security in a way. It looks great. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it's not the cleanest. Like it's been a fucking nightmare, really. Like, if you bought this day, you're up 40%, and then it retraces 75%. Oh yeah, ASTS. Yeah, we didn't talk about that one. It looks great. I mean, it's another one that's in the same kind of category of all. It's got the same chart shape going as many of these other names. Damn, it's on huge volume. Why is it not? Why is this not? Did I miss it? Oh, I must have missed it. I must have zipped right by it. This looks great. It looks great. I like how the MACD never even undercut the zero line. Momentum starting to shift. It's tight. Tight. I mean, it's up a shit ton. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this thing. I remember this thing. This was a crazy move. Yeah, I'm hoping that we get some like serious EP candles like this, and then flags like over the next couple of weeks. Like I'm going to be paying very, very close attention, and I'm more than happy to roll over like all my positions into cash, uh, and start, really focusing on this next chart theme. If we see a whole bunch of savage volume sticks like this into flags, like I'm there. Like I'm gonna sell SoFi, I'm gonna sell UNH, I'm gonna sell a bunch of these slower movers because like there's a ton of like I'm actually very excited about this earnings season because there are just so many of these sci-fi names, and I just want to see like the surprises because I just feel like most people they just it's so hard to understand. And this is going to be our first, I think, true glimpse into what AI is actually doing for these companies and how the companies are using it. Like it's really going to separate, I think, names from one another within their same groups even. Like you'll see like some companies like really figuring it out and utilizing it well, and then others kind of faltering a bit. Maybe just because they had more clunky management or they're more dispersed or just whatever it may be. Not as efficient as an office. Um, but man, yeah, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, so Jack, we talked about CMBM. Um, let me type. I mean, it's pretty thin, but where'd my lines go? Didn't I draw lines on this? Uh, yeah, undercut of yesterday's low, like a washout long there, or like over 330. 330 is that previous day's low. I don't know. It's like a good like day trade kind of 30 EMA magic sword trade. Yeah, I could see it definitely doing something. Doing something. BLDP. I actually don't know what BLDP does. Yeah, power. Yeah, I mean this looks great. This looks great. A really nice, like this was a great flag. Clean breakout, 60%, pulls back, another really tight burst, 40%. Like this is great. It may need more time. It's got earnings coming up, but it's again, very similar to all these other stocks, just kind of holding up into earnings. kind of all just doing the same thing. There's so much bullish momentum in this market. Oh my god. It's just you just got to be careful. You just got to like just hold on. Just hold on. Like there's so many potential setups. Like you don't need to oversize. Like just take I'm telling you. Like if you just took 10 to 15% positions and just committed to the same like 10-day SMA trail and just trade really linear stocks like over the next like 3 years, like you just like that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. NVTS is tomorrow. Yeah, it looks really good. It's just another one that's just hanging out. It looks great. It looks fucking perfect. Big pop up, big long base, just broke out. This is really the first flag out of this giant base. It looks awesome. It looks so good. What did it do last earnings? So negative EPS, negative EPS. Like if this is like a winning report, sky's the limit. You're on my list. When do they report? Is it tomorrow morning or okay, tomorrow afternoon? Yeah. This is the one to watch. Definitely. And they still, I think they have that NVIDIA partnership. I've been meaning to dig into them, but every time I get long, I get stopped out. I'm trying not to look at my soybeans because it's kind of nerve-wracking. So, like, I mean, I have actionable names tomorrow on my list. If you look at them, well, at least all the ones where the earnings are actually populating. You know, the one that's closest to earnings is Oklo, and it's 7 days out. So, like, that's very deliberate. Earnings isn't much of a concern. They all have high momentum. Every one of these names has very high momentum. Savage volume, tight day. This is a setup in my playbook. This is a sure you can set up in my playbook. APLD is a short of this left side peak potentially. I doubt it'll trigger, but it's there. I have it on my watch list. It should not be on my long list. Move it over to my short list. All right, it's over there. All right, cool. Path is first flag setup. It's a first flag out of this low base. Pressing the 200 weekly. It's a UNR of left side peak, so it's a PWNR of a round number. That's in my playbook. It's premeditated, guys. It's a premeditated setup that is very well documented. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it looks strong as hell. See, like Oklo's kind of chody. It'll probably give a green day tomorrow, but then it'll give another red one. So it's like not really like I'm just gonna take it off my list. I'll put it on my needs more sideways list because I always review in the morning. But like it's definitely not I'm not excited about it like I would be about like Nokia. XBEV looks awesome coming out of this big base potentially. QS would be a chase. I mean, it's not like I would have to take tiny size. I mean, yesterday was the day to buy it, but I was obviously too preoccupied with fucking soybeans to give a shit. But I traded this move. It was great because this is what I think we'll be able to see in a lot of these names. It's a big EP ignition sort of candle, pulls back. It's a real tight short flag and 100%. So like that's what I'm very focused on over the next 2 weeks. U is the cleanest PW and R on the list. Except it's got earnings. It's not loading. It's got earnings in 2 days. So I don't know what you really do there. So like all in all, my watch list isn't like I have a lot to look forward to, but like tomorrow it's not gonna be a very busy day. AMPX, yeah. I just man, I always have a hard time with the big fuck you candles. Like, why'd this happen? Like, why'd this happen? Like, this is terrible. I mean, it's even that looks like shit. So I got to remove one candle. Yeah, maybe we'll just remove all the candles until it looks better. Right there, now it looks good, right? Like now it looks great. It has made like some really big moves. So first flag, 115, pulls back, breaks out. See, like that looks great. But that's really what it looks like. I mean, it looks fine. I mean, SYM was kind of the same. I feel like there's another one that's kind of the same. See, like it's the same thing. What does AMPX do? Batteries again? Okay. What's the other one that looks like this? I mean, even Oklo is reminiscent. I just don't like these middle finger kind of like Batman patterns. Like it kind of looks like a bat symbol. Drone batteries. Okay. So like robot batteries. Man, they're making a lot of drones, huh? Yeah, BB looks good. Sort of thin. It's this big base, but yeah, it's pretty thin. Through five. I mean, through five, it's good. So another day or something. Like I like if I was like stalking this, I would love to see it have news or something tomorrow. And it's gapping over five. Like that would be ideal. Let's see like these veins are doing. I mean, it's pretty thin, but I like how you have this big breakout in volume this day right here. And volume has not fallen back into the previous range. So it's actually holding up, which is nice to see. Like a lot of times on these names, they just don't hold up. I mean, it tried to die and it came back to life, so that's good. I don't know if that had news. I don't know what the story is, but like it's setting up for sure. I mean, it's something to keep. It's a funky ass chart. Like, there's not much chart history. It's just been slop. I mean, like that's pretty ridiculous looking. But man, it made a really big move. So like, if we just go back to our like core principles, big move up, pull back, find support on a rising moving average, undercut all the others, surf. Like it's doing everything we want it to do. So keep an eye on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta know. You got yeah. For stocks like this, like another thing to think about is it can do this. And like it's not very comfortable. Let's see. I don't want to look at my MQ. Hmm. Alrighty. Any other questions, thoughts? We went through a lot of charts. I ranted to you a lot about being just try your best to just come up with a simple system around the stuff that's in this room. Really commit to a standard position size that fits your personality and your ability, your bandwidth. And then you just have to stick to trailing rules no matter what. Like no matter what. No matter what. If you had rules that said, "Oh, I'm going to sell 10% of my or 25% of my position in the initial push," great. Do it every single time. Just be consistent. You haven't watched any other chart talk videos? Well, 15 others you can go watch. Hear me literally say the same thing that I just said now. So it may sound groundbreaking to you here, but I literally just say the same thing over and over every time. Uh, Luca, I got like a notification like 20 minutes ago that my computer ran out of storage. So I'm gonna need your recording. Will this be uploaded tonight? It's gonna take a long time for it to upload. I wonder if I should just stream on YouTube because then isn't it automatically uploaded? Like that kind of seems like it. Yeah, like that's I should definitely do that then. You weren't recording? Ah, fuck. Flesh. Where is he? He probably went to bed. I, I I'm willing to bet that Flesh is recording. I hope he was. So I just really want to see you guys like if we're gonna do the challenge, if we're gonna do it, it's gonna be essentially modeled after the rant I just went on. And like it's gonna be like Survivor Island. Doesn't have to be that hard. Like right now, guys, like now's the time to really, really lock in and just focus on everything I've said and just do your best to be consistent. That be consistent. Don't you guys all get don't you get an alert when these get turned on? I thought there's like an automatic alert when I start a stage. I mean, it's really hard for me to like schedule ahead of time and say I'm gonna do these are always just kind of impromptu when I have time. Usually when I'm at my desk doing my own work, uh, I can just stream simultaneously. But if I never streamed ever again, there is more than enough information within the last, this would be the 16th chart talk to take you to wherever you want to go as a trader. I'm kind of moving into like you see me now starting to build more thesis into my trades. Um, and I just kind of need that to get to my next the next step in my career. But like you guys don't need that at all right now. Like just have an idea of what you're buying, have an idea of the potential risk, like what like Fungus was talking about. Um, but like just rinse and repeat, man, like 10-15% positions into momentum leaders and just trail. Like who gives a fuck about the value of the company? Who cares? None of these companies make money and they're all making the biggest moves. The smartest guy in the room is losing money right now. So like let's just not be the smartest guy in the room. like okay, cool. If you want to be smart and not make money, that's a sick life. Ignorance is bliss, baby. Like straight up. And there is so much truth to that. And like just the fact that you guys are here, you're probably smarter than the average Joe. And I'm sure some of you are really smart. That's probably to your detriment. So, you guys have it probably the smarter you are, the worse you have it in this game. Like you might be better off trying to come up with these crazy ass theses, but that's what Martin did, and he's not making any money on quantum. Maybe one day he will. All right. Well, I am gonna go eat something, I think. I'll be around in chat, obviously, if you have any thoughts. I really would love to see some of you guys commit to what I said. It'd be awesome. I bid you farewell.